Hey, welcome back to the channel, and if this is your first time here, my name is Gerard. Today we're looking at 7 fragrances that I wore every single day last week, so if that's content you want to see more, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, all the good things. Let's not waste any time. This week I wanted to focus on 7 amazing niche fragrances that are not only beast mode performers in their own right, but all of these are fantastic for the cooler weather. Let's get into it, starting with Sunday. This first one that I reached for on Sunday is probably tied for first for my favorite leather fragrance. The scent we are talking about is Parfume Spot, Godolphin. Saffron, thyme, raspberry, more so fruity notes, but I do pick up more raspberry than anything. But at the same time, guys, this is just one of those leather fragrances that has a little bit of edge to it. It's not super smooth, which I like. It has this roughness to it that is addictive, and I just imagine wearing this with a leather jacket, leather gloves, cold weather, going out in the city, having drinks with friends. It has this sort of bad boy vibe to it, but at the same time is a unisex fragrance. There's also this undertone of animalicness, adding this sexy edge to it. Guys, through and through, this is one of my favorite leather fragrances for a reason, and one of the more slept on Parfume Spot scents, my opinion. My wife loves this one as well. She's stealing it from me all the time. Parfume Spot, Godolphin. This next one is an absolute sleeper. Scent we are talking about is Maracay Essence from Paddock Maison. Now, there's a chance that you haven't heard of this. I hadn't heard of it until I found it at Marshall's and grabbed it because a few of you guys had mentioned that Paddock Maison makes really fantastic fragrances. You were not wrong. This is a rose sandalwood fragrance that has nods to chocolate. So it never becomes gourmand, but it has this nice cacao sort of powderiness undertone. It feels clean, but you pick up the chocolate. Simply addictive. Vanilla, warm spice later in the dry down. Again, another unisex fragrance, but if you like chocolate, if you like rose, and you like woody fragrances, this is gonna check all those boxes with a little bit of spice on the top. Love this for the cooler weather. Another incredible performer, as I said, all these are. Maracay Essence from Paddock Maison. So this next fragrance is definitely the most unique fragrance on this list that we are talking about is Nishane's Caragaz. And unique might not even be the word for it because this is very, very different. Just amazing fragrance, but for me, one that I had to come around to. So you have notes like grape, which is a standout note in the opening, pineapple, oud, and a very dry-like vetiver here. Very hay-like. This is an attention grabber. There is no other reason to wear this other than to be noticed, and that's gonna end either in a compliment or someone asking you, what the hell are you wearing? Because I don't like it. So I would imagine this to be a polarizing fragrance, but for me, I love Nishane. I think they have some amazing scents. This is no exception to that. If anything, this is a really slept on, underrated one from them. Those that know kind of thing. But I promise you, you do not have anything like this in your collection. If you spray this on clothes, be prepared to probably run those clothes through the wash 2 or 3 times. It is potent. This is one of the strongest performers of any fragrance that I have ever smelled that I have in my collection. So keep that in mind. But overall, very attention grabbing, interesting, different, great for the cold weather. I love it. Nishane's Caragaz. This next one is a masterpiece fragrance, like some like to describe it as a gem of sorts. But for me, I think it's kind of fell by the wayside for a lot of people, and I think we should still be talking about it. The scent we are talking about is African Leather from Memo Paris. Very, very well-balanced, intriguing fragrance. This for me is a spicy fragrance, more so than a leather fragrance. Now, the leather here is very different than what you would find in the Godolphin. With that being said, though, it is so well done, so elevated. One that I would wear to dinner, to a party, has a signature worthiness to it. It seems as if every note here was perfectly curated to achieve the finished product, and they did it without question. It is incredible. Every time I wear this, I think, why don't I wear this more? I just love it, and it's memorable. It's one of those fragrances that people will know you. If you wear this consistently and do make it your signature scent, people are going to know that it's your scent. They're going to recognize it and probably give you a compliment every time you're around. African Leather, Memo Paris. This is my favorite vanilla fragrance in my collection. The scent we're talking about is Silky Woods from Goldfield and Banks. This is a niche version of Mercedes-Benz Club Black. It is vanilla with depth and complexity. Suede, vanilla, tobacco. Every time I put this on, I pick something else up from it. It changes. There is a nuance to this fragrance that I absolutely appreciate, and it really depends on the wearer, I think. I think this is another perfectly unisex fragrance. Where this is different from the Mercedes-Benz Club Black is, again, the depth and complexity here. It just has more going on. And I would say that silky being in the name is perfect because this is silky smooth. There is no other way to describe it. Silky Woods from Goldfield and Banks. Now, if Silky Woods is a niche version of a Mercedes-Benz Club Black, this next one is a niche version of Tumi's Continuum. The scent we're talking about is Laboratorio Olfativo Alambar. And this was sent to me by a subscriber, so this is just a decant. I truly appreciate it, but I mean, I had never heard of the brand until he sent it to me. And I'm so glad he did. A sparkly, effervescent amber fragrance with bergamot and undertones of bitter chocolate. This is something different, but unapologetically amber. And usually with amber fragrances of the niche persuasion, let's say, they are very just kind of one-dimensional amber fragrances. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But there's a little bit more going on here while still being an amber dominant fragrance. I love the addition of the chocolate. That is something that I would not have expected. It just works. Adds a nice, well-balanced sweetness. This is true niche and very long-lasting. Gets me a ton of compliments. Guys, every time I put this on, I get a compliment. Leaving that scent trail behind you. For me, it is unisex. It is versatile. But at the same time, I would wear this probably mainly on date night, because it has also these undertones of cleanliness and soapiness in a way that just works. Wow. Amazing scent. I can't wait to try more from the house. Alambar from Laboratorio Olfativo. Finally, on Saturday, I went and saw the new Wicked with my family, and I wanted something non-intrusive, something that I could do a few sprays of and I'm not going to offend anyone around me. The theater was absolutely packed. The scent we are talking about is MFK's Gentle Fluidity Silver. Now, you might think, Gerard, how does this fit into a winter fragrance? Well, I'll tell you, this is a completely different fragrance in the cold weather. I mean, I was blown away. I was one that would say, oh, this is my springtime go-to. This is what I'm reaching for when the weather starts to warm up. What I found is that the spicier notes here, like the nutmeg, the coriander, those come alive, those pop when you go outside into the cold weather. You still get the juniper and that sort of mojito vibe to it, but at the same time, this is something very unique, very different in the cold weather. Still get the musk, the woods. It is still very much Gentle Fluidity Silver, but at the same time, just something else happens here. And I am so happy I wore it the day that I did, because this is going to get more wear this winter for me. And again, when you're in close encounters with someone, think movie theaters, planes, trains, automobiles, whatever.
Do you feel this vehicle is safe for highway travel? Yes, I do. Yes, I really do. I believe that. I know it's not pretty to look at, but it'll get you where you want to go.
This is going to work because it is so likable. It's not overwhelming to the people around you, although I did get really good performance the night I wore it. MFK's Gentle Fluidity Silver. That's it, guys. 7 winter time niche fragrances that I will absolutely be wearing more of. I would love to know what your weekly rotation was, and what the hell, throw in one of your favorite wintertime niche fragrances in the comment section. But if you like content like this, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, hit that bell notification so you're updated whenever I upload new content. But until then, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video.